for this race. So we were in the Tomahawk, and you can see getting underway. So once again we're using automatic, and already under pressure for our second place. I think, is he going to send it? He's going to try and go around outside. But there's no way around here. It's a very long corner. You pretty much have to be single file here. And we approach the tunnel, and our friend in third place has already got a penalty. Everyone just running single file in this first part of the race. So we approach 210 miles an hour and then hard braking. And I've sent it up the inside. Oh, let's have another look at that. We absolutely sent it there. Yeah, we just broke very late. Even the guy in front went deep. Oh, we went super deep. Oh, then he crashed out. Oh no, that's horrible to watch. Oh, so he gets forced wide, and then oh no, he just oversteers into the barrier and earns himself a 1.5 second penalty. Oh, and he even gets more penalties. So this race pretty much ruined at this point. And you can see the guy in second all over my rear. Just trying to sit in the slipstream. Oh, contact. Then at this point I was pretty pissed off. I didn't want him to go past. I tried to push in there, but it wasn't enough. So I was trying to play the long game as well. No, I'm not getting too worried. You can have a good point of view from the guy in third, watching this battle take place. I was looking all over the rear of the guy who was leading. So he had to serve his penalty. He was going a bit defensive before he did so. Now he's looking to try and overtake me here. He's going to dive up the inside. Can we get a switchback? No, he's made the pass stick. And the guy in third is just biding his time. Hopefully going to overtake both of us for his sake. He actually started on hard tyres, so he was on a really good strategy. And he was also automatic, running automatic, but he was running traction control, as you can see from the skid icon in the bottom of the screen. I wasn't running traction control, neither was the guy in front. this section is really hard not to get a penalty because you could easily just go off the track. And I think I may have gone off the track there. Yeah, I did. So I owe myself a half-second penalty. Now the guy in third sees the opportunity and he's getting closer and closer. Meanwhile the guy in first had really good pace. Oh, we both send it, Oh my goodness, huge crash there. And the guy in first just decides to come in. Let's see if he actually wanted to come in. See two crazy tomahawks coming up behind him. He had no choice. Oh my god, we actually forced him into the pit lane there. There was nothing we could do. And he just ended up having to pit. Yeah. So he basically threw away his race. Neither of us got any additional penalties. And that was that. See where he came out. Jeez. Yeah, he definitely wouldn't have wanted to pit then. It's way too early. So there was a duel between the two tomahawks. I was to serve a penalty as well, so he would have all the chance to catch me out. So I stuck to my inside line while he went up the inside. So at this point he had the lead and I had an extra penalty to serve. Just see we're miles ahead at this point. We flew down the straight at 210 miles an hour, about 330 kilometers an hour. Then I mastered my braking zone here and got on the power nicely. So I wanted to get my lead back, of course. But yeah, he was on hard times as well, as I said. So we needed to get track position on him because he's going to be on mediums later. And so we did just that. He was lucky to scrape the wall and not get a penalty as well. Said he was going a bit defensive here. So he broke for the mark. Then we had the run. But here, he's going to do something I don't like. It's like, I don't know, it's like you look like, I don't know. I don't know what happened here. So I earned myself a 1.5 second penalty. I thought he was gonna go to the inside because it looked like, because of the corner. But then I got too close and I just moved to the side and smashed myself. So at this point, even though it wasn't really his fault, I was pretty pissed off here. So I gave him the first shunt of anger. I tried to get past him, but I had to serve a penalty anyway, which was, well, questionable. But yeah, probably my fault. But obviously, while you're racing, you don't believe anything is your fault. You just want to win. And I was pretty pissed off here. I wanted to catch him up, but he had very consistent, fast pace. And he wasn't wasn't very good at this braking zone either. You can also just watch the off-board cameras. At this point I just wanted to catch up as quickly as possible, but it was quite a struggle. Mastered all my braking zones, and this bit you have to try and avoid penalty. But his pace is very consistent, like, yeah. That was pretty annoying. So cool to watch us top two really going at it. We had a bit of a slide there. The battle going on for P3 as well, let's see that. Jeez. So P4 definitely wanted to get back his third place at least. He was actually the guy that started on pole position as well. And you can see from his lap times he's very fast. But it's just that incident we had on lap 1 that pretty much ruined his race. He was doing 1 minute 40s, definitely faster than us at the top two. And there's somehow a Bugatti in 5th place. I don't know how he managed to get that high up. Bugatti was not the car for this race. It's just way too heavy and not fun to drive. We weren't really making much progress catching the leader. I think I'm going to do a lap. I'm just quietly watching. Oh, and I actually decided to pit early. I thought I was going to go for another lap. I've forgotten, this race was quite a while ago. So he made us stop onto hard tyres. And we came out with Maxim Racing, who we forced into the pit lane earlier. But I could not afford to let this guy pass, so I was straight out the pits driving my absolute best. Because if we fall behind this guy, he's going to hold us up, and then the Swedish guy leading would have a huge advantage. So yeah, we'd already whizzed off into the distance at this point. Yeah, we were gone. I really love that section of corners. And this bit is quite hard, because you have to try not to hit the walls. We have to try and get the maximum speed onto this next straight. we approach 210 miles an hour, or 205 without slipstream, we brake for our mark. Already done our first quick lap, 1 minute 40.6. So we were on an absolute charge. So if you see 140.6, meanwhile the guy in front's doing 141.2s. So we're definitely sure to make the undercut at this point. Just how well. And also he seems to have got finally got a 1.5 second penalty, which he serves now. Meanwhile, we're catching up to the guys ahead, and I've earned my own little penalty. Just look at the speed that we get to do in these Group 1 cars. Definitely my favourite class, as we have the guy in second, third place making his stop. Let's see what this lap time is as we come round the final few corners. This was definitely my most consistent drive ever, because I wasn't making serious costly mistakes. I was just going flat out, and that was our first purple lap time, 140.6, hard tyres as well. So we're really showing superiority at this point. Just needed to keep consistency. Guy behind still doing 1 minute 41s, but he wasn't really a threat. I think he was in the wrong car anyway. The car for this track was the Tomahawk, for sure. I'd also watched a few of the top split races, and everyone, there was just a full grid of Tomahawks, so if you ain't using the Tomahawk, you ain't doing it right, unless you're really good. Because in these lobbies that I do, you know, if you put a top split driver in a Bugatti, they beat us. But yeah, we're just doing our own thing. Flying up to 205 miles an hour. And this is the point where the top two finally come into pit. So let's see where they emerge. He's actually earned himself another 1.5 second penalty. And he's fitted a fresh set of mediums. So he's going to be a big threat for us at the end of this race. And he was on an absolute charge. And while I was trying to set one more purple lap if possible. Let's see if we do it. Nope, no purple. So maybe tyre wear starting to hit us a little bit or something like that. And this Swedish guy was a big threat for us. So I needed to do my most consistent drive to keep him behind. This was a real race of high-speed strategy. Again, another reason why this class is my favourite class. Yeah, guy in third place. Trying to catch us. But he had this guy in his way. That's why I wanted to make sure I was ahead of this guy. Russian? Yeah, Russian guy in second place. And he managed to do his first 1 minute 40 last time around, but guy in third place. Swedish guy that's trying to put us under pressure. Going way faster. Well, not actually, not yet. But he's definitely faster than the guy in second. And this was his first flying hot lap. This tomahawk, it just works so much better in the corners. And he was all over the back of the... I even know, the Peugeot up ahead. That was just to make the overtake stick. The Peugeot actually had a lot of straight line speed. As you can see, he's pulling away even with the tomahawk in the slipstream. And he's probably going to send it here. He sends it up the inside. And makes the move stick. No harm done. Oh, and he bins it. The Russian guy just gets excited. And absolutely bins it. And he's going to be under pressure from the guy in 4. Guy got pole position, as I keep saying. Just had that terrible lap 1. That one incident with myself and the Swedish guy. So I was just trying to put him under pressure. Oh, and he got the exit wrong, so now he's going to be under pressure again. He's not going to defend too hard. He was definitely a very clean and fair racer, like myself. Well, something I did not like about the Swedish guy, about the way he defended earlier on in the race. Even though he did stick to his line in the end, just staying on the outside of the corner, it just made me confused really. And yeah, the Russian guy's race just goes from bad to worse. But still, top 5 is a good place to finish in these FI races. It gets your driver rating up as well. Yeah, let's just go on board a lap with me. I was just trying to hold on to this lead that I had, and you'll see that I don't make any mistakes, or hopefully don't make any mistakes on this particular few laps. Well, this lap I don't think I make any mistakes. I was just so consistent in this race. And that's a lap. So now we head on to the final 3-lap duel between myself and the Swedish guy. This was so heated. This was probably the most stressed I've been in a race. My heart rate was going up so high at this point because I just could not afford to make a single mistake with this guy on much fresher tyres, medium tyres as well. He was doing 1 minute 39s. I was doing 1 minute 41, so all I had to do was not make any sort of mistakes and just keep doing what I was doing the whole race, and I could defend my lead for sure. Swedish guy in second was probably getting very excited as well to see that I was just getting so much closer and closer every lap. But this guy gets really exciting for sure. I was worried if he was going to send it here, but I just stuck to my racing line for this point at least. And now it was really on. You could just see he is right on my tail. He wanted to win this badly. But I was absolutely sticking to my line. I wasn't even worried. I wasn't even looking at my mirrors much. Just because there's no overtaking opportunities here. Just had to stick to my line and continue doing what I was doing. And he was doing yet another 1 minute 40. I just did a 141.4, so he was at least a second faster. And then it was here that I could finally get my revenge on his defending. So I moved left, moved right, and I was absolutely defending my position. I defended to the inside. No way I was giving up that inside line. And there's nothing you can do when you're on the outside here. No way. Not in the same class of cars, so it was really close here. I was still defending my position in first place, and he gave me a little flash there. Hit me up the rear. That gave me a better exit actually, so I was quite thankful for that one. But you can see the pressure is really on at this point. With just 1 lap remaining, my heart rate, honestly, my heart rate must have been at least 120, 130 at this point. And here he was on my tail, but I defended the inside. Look at that, lovely defence. I wanted to prevent him from doing the switchback, so I absolutely parked it on the corner. And he was still just there. At this point, my heart rate must have been about 130, 140. Absolutely, but I was so focused at this point. All I had to do was defend for 1 more lap. I did not want this Swedish guy to win, especially after the way he gave me a 1.5 second penalty earlier in the race. I was not in the mood whatsoever. So he's right on me there. He tries to get me again, but I'm just super defensive. No way you're having me there, mate. Then I defend to the inside again. And he gets me on the braking, but I'm going to come back, smash him. Oh, I'm in the wall. And he gets a 7-second penalty. I could just about see the 7-second penalty in the corner of my eye. I was so excited at this point. All I had to do was keep doing what I was doing the whole race and just finish, because he had such a big penalty. He might even finish 3rd at this rate. And yeah, let's go over that incident one more time. This was pretty bad from me, but I was so lucky to hit the wall first. And hitting the wall first is what gave him the penalty, because if he hit the wall first, I would have been the one getting the 7-second penalty. That's how the Gran Turismo system works. So it was a proper Momo's move, but it worked. It was an absolute Momo's move, but it worked so well. I was just so happy. I just wanted to make sure that this guy behind didn't get me out as well. But yeah, this guy must have been super pissed off. After doing such a good drive that he did. He continued to go fast at this point. But it would not be enough. Must have been absolutely fuming at the wheel. Oh, and he makes another mistake to earn himself 8.5 seconds of penalties. Meanwhile, the race leader on track, after the penalties are applied, rounds the final corner. Our 7th win on Gran Turismo Sport. That was the best win we've ever had. Oh, that feeling when we crossed the line and it was just P1. I felt bad for the Swedish guy, but it is what it is. I don't really care at this point. I was just so happy. I was literally screaming down the mic. I actually found that my mic was turned off, so I couldn't get my live reaction. I was so happy. What a race. What a battle. And what a win. And that was it. Thank you for watching. See you next time.